The moment your child start walking, you will start running. Ask older moms. You will. I'm sure I'm not the only mom or the only person that bothers myself over things I cannot control, over things that is just natural, that will just happen without my contribution, or with or without my contribution. I don't know. Today, let's talk about things I worried about as a first time mom that almost took my sanity. If you're a first time mom, please stay tuned. Like, let's go. The first thing is cradle cap. The way this thing bothered me with my first child. And do you know the funny thing about cradle cap? Is something oil and comb will just help you with. Like, I bothered myself. I had sleepless nights because of cradle cap. My daughter had a whole lot of hair and then had a whole lot of cradle cap. Like, there are days I'm not able to sleep because I'm like, what are we going to do? My husband used to laugh at me and be like, this thing will go. There's nothing we can do about it. Like, with my second, he didn't even have hair to even begin with, so he didn't even have cradle cap. So I didn't even bother myself over that. Another thing I think I bothered myself to tears about was the baby's cord not falling on time. So from the house where I grew up, majority of the time, all the babies born, their cord falls off before the seventh day, before the eighth day, before the ninth day, before we even do naming ceremony. So why was my own different? My daughter's cord did not fall off until the 21st day. Like, did you hear? 21 days. 21 days. Like, I wanted to go crazy. And my mom was around, my mother-in-law was around. My mother-in-law is chilled. She doesn't really bother about all those things. But you see my mom was like, Kilama Shibai, what are we going to do? The cord is not falling off. And we clean this thing religiously. Like, religiously. We clean it morning, afternoon, night, 2 hours, 1 hour. That's how we clean it with spirit. So tell me why it still did not fall off. Like, on the day that we decided to go to the hospital, that was on the 21st day that we now decided to go to the hospital. After they told us to buy, there's this gel. I think I'll put a picture of it. Gel, whatever. I can't remember the name for the life of me. Do you know, we didn't even buy the gel. By the time we got back home from the hospital, the cord fell. The cord legit fell on its own. Like, we did not put anything. After I finished worrying myself, after I finished crying over it, like it was a big deal. So when my son cord did not fall on the 9th day, his cord fell on the 14th day, I was not even bothered. I know that you will fall, you will eventually fall. There's nothing anybody can do about it. Another thing I worried my head over was baby rash and baby acne. Girl, let me tell you, your baby is going to have rashes. Your baby is going to have acne. Let's not lie to ourselves. It might not be severe, it might not be anything serious, but your baby is going to have them. Even when you go to the hospital, they tell you baby rashes, some baby acne, they are normal. Like, they are just normal things that happen to babies. But tell me why I was buying pseudo cream, Chibuton, Adocotone, doing this, doing that, doing that. I was a paranoid first time mom. Let me not lie. Like, I wanted my baby skin to be smooth, but his skin was smooth. It's just those baby rashes. They bother you. They just have a way of making you feel like you're not doing enough, or you're not. And you see that diaper rash. I don't think my kids ever had diaper rash. So that one, thank God, though, they didn't have diaper rash, because I don't know where to begin from if they had had diaper rash and they had all this face acne. There are some that are severe that you should go to the hospital for, but majority of the time, baby acne and baby rashes are just normal. Another thing you should never worry your head over is baby teething, or when your baby's teeth is going to come out. Or, okay, let me put this out there. I keep saying it. I don't think it's teething that is causing your baby to be sick. I think your baby just has infection or something. Hear me out. Just hear me out. Because doesn't mean that everybody in my family, all the babies that I grew up knowing in my family, they didn't have teething issues. Because even my kids, there was never a time that I just wake up and see teeth in their mouth. To be honest, I just wake up and they have teeth. There was never a case of I'm using teething powder, using teething this, there was never a case. So I think I just don't believe in teething. So if your baby is sick, she's going to run temperature. If your baby is sick or because babies put a lot of things in their mouth, so it's possible they have infection. So if your baby is having temperature, vomiting, not eating, just take your baby to the hospital. That's my take on baby teething. And one thing I know you should not worry your head over is when your baby's teeth is going to come out. Even with all those teething that people say your baby's teething, do you know some babies will still not bring out these teeth till 1 year? Yes. Some babies at their 1 year birthday, they don't have teeth. Prove me wrong. They don't have teeth. So why are you bothered about it? Why are you killing yourself over it? There's no point. Another thing that I think I did not bother myself over, but some moms and some first time moms, they bother themselves over when their child is going to walk. Every child is different, and every child will walk or eat his mouth stones when they are supposed to. Some moms will like, your baby is walking so fast. Why is my baby not walking? Because your baby has not gotten to that stage yet. When your baby gets to that stage, your baby is going to walk. Obviously. Only if after 15 or 18 months and your baby is not walking, then they must have been an issue or there is an issue. Then you can take your child to the hospital. Baby walking, baby teething, all those things is I think it's just milestones. And another thing that I feel like most first time mom worries about or worries themselves about is why their baby is not crawling, their baby is not sitting up by this month, their baby. You don't have any control over all those things. Your baby will do them. Some babies don't even crawl. Let's be honest, some babies don't even crawl. Some babies just go right from all these things to standing and walking and running. And some babies keep some steps. I've heard a lot of stories about moms saying, my friend's baby is already walking at 7 months. She must walk at 7 months. I, for one, my mom has always told me that I walked at 7 months. My daughter walked at 9 months, my son at 10 months, and I was not even bothered about they are working, they are not working. Please, you see, not working self is even helping me because then you will stay in one position. I don't mean it in a bad way. Because, see, the moment your child start walking, you will start running. Ask older moms, your child will start doing the things that you don't expect. So don't bother yourself over that. Another thing I think I was worried about for my daughter was her not letting me make her hair, all those things. I just feel like that thing is just the first time mom thing. See, my daughter sticks to routine. I feel like I'm just lucky in that way. Since she was 12 weeks, I've been making her hair. Yes, because she had a whole lot of hair and I didn't want to cut it. So even though I'm a Muslim and we cut our hair 7th, 8th day, her hair grew back real fast. By 12 weeks, my daughter had a head full of hair that I could pack. So I was gingered. So I was making her hair. So she knows our routine. Every 2 weeks, since she was 12 weeks, I make her hair. You will cry, you keep quiet. Another thing I feel like I worried about as a first time mom was if I was going to lose my baby weight. Like if I'm going to lose all my pregnancy weight. Let me bust your head. The moment I gave birth, that I stood on that scale again, I lost practically 6 kg. I gained 10 kg in my first pregnancy, and by the time when I gave birth, I lost 6 kg. I was not doing anything. All I was doing was breastfeeding. I was not doing anything. And mind you, I had the most traumatic postpartum as a first time mom. So maybe because I was under a lot of stress, I wasn't eating, maybe. And the second time around that my postpartum was smooth, I still lost the baby weight. Like the people that saw me the following day after I had a baby, they could not believe I just had a baby. Because they saw me the previous day or the day after. Like, do you get? Sometimes there are some things you shouldn't worry yourself over. You see this baby weight, you will lose it. And weight is just a very funny thing. Is you lose weight, you gain weight. That's how your life is going to be throughout. That's how weight is. You lose weight, you gain weight, you lose weight. That's how life is. So don't let that hinder you from enjoying your beautiful postpartum journey. Or just make the most of your postpartum journey. Don't bother yourself with things that you have absolutely no control over. Hope you have learned a thing or two today. See you guys on the next one. Bye.